and
Yep.
we parade to the speaker's house.
Yeah, there are people noticing. They are excited. There are some applause coming from these residents.
I
You
should
can
get a
tell.
flute. We need a flute for these parades.
You don't have a flute?
It seems like something Rain would
Can
do.
I use
Yeah.
minor illusion to produce some music?
Sure.
Flute music.
Show off.
Not yet. Make a performance check.
Oh boy. That's the
Um,
necromancer. Tries to be the bard.
as he,
Necromancer flute
as
music.
he,
Is it like, background ornament? Yeah, we're that as he
Yeah, it's
thinks
more
it sounds
somber than
great.
anything.
Like this is supposed to be a parade and it's starting to sound like a funeral.
can I help her? Can I assist her?
Sure.
Just
How?
as a note, Fenrir is walking like 60 feet behind the group.
I'm very charismatic, and part of that is understanding what people like and don't like.
Okay.
Hearing the dirge that she produces, I recommend she play something a little more upbeat.
This
Okay.
isn't upbeat?
No, that's not
No.
upbeat. And generally speaking, any tune that starts with da da da, no matter which way it goes from there, doesn't end well.
I mean, for me it does, but I'll make the moosehead glow. You play the music?
Sure.
All right.
Well, I was just assisting you, so that's an advantage roll, unless I'm mistaken, Chris. Or do you want me to roll it?
Either one of those ideas are acceptable. That's up to you guys.
Or yours, Azzy. You can do this. I have faith in you.
Okay. I thought
You
the
can
first one was
attempt
good, but
you can attempt to change your music to something more upbeat without knowing what that is. That's fine.
There we go.
It's a higher number. What are you
That-
playing?
That is being much
something
better.
I heard in a popular tavern once.
I'm not quite sure that the Ballad of the Wench and the Pirate is appropriate for this instance. However, it is significantly more epic.
I
She's
mean-
a necro girl in a necro world.
Come on, Musi, let's go.
Undead.
So horny, so horny.
Okay, correction. Fenrir is about 300 feet behind the group.
You
Okay, you
arrive
get
at
the speaker's house, Chris.
you arrive at the speaker's house. You were gathering people, and then they were kind of backing off, and then you were gathering people again. It got interesting. But you just have the moose head visible. They don't see the rest of the moose, of course. But yeah, there's a couple people that are actually like hooting and hollering, and you without an insight check figure that these are the people that have lost a loved one or a friend to this creature. And
Chris,
Nimsy's on the porch. Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to throw something in. When I skinned the moose, knowing that it ate people, I would of course be checking its intestines and guts for any kind of valuables.
You didn't find any. It was an awakened moose. It wasn't eating rings. Any more than you would. It had an intelligence of 10, so it knew not to eat.
Crunchy.
No.
It's good fiber, you know.
There are monsters that would do that, not this guy.
It was worth a try.
It was.
It's the kind of thing that when we finish a campaign, you're like, did you know in the moose was a ring of plus blah, blah, blah? I'm like, come here. Greetings, great speaker. We have been hunting the moose, and as you can see, but my wonderful colleagues and I have found the great moose and slain the great moose. And not just this, have we completed this magnificent quest. We have brought meat, moose meat, for the whole town. Moose meat for everyone.
She starts clapping, and you've got like 20 people around clapping as well, including a half-orc who comes up. My notes aren't there. Anyways.
I start throwing out steaks. Moose meat for you, and moose meat for you, and moose meat for you. Moose meat for everyone.
Yay.
Avitus, you can't just float.
There it is.
You can't just throw your meat at everyone.
Can't.
No, and yet.
Not with that attitude, you can't. Oh yeah, there's a decent group. She's excited and introduces you to Boris, the butcher.
Boris the butcher.
He's a half-orc, and he's very happy to see you. And he's looking like just a little quizzically because he doesn't see the rest of the moose. But But I
Boris,
assume
you're
that.
being a town butcher. I have some wonderful treats in store for you in my trusty little backpack. This might not seem very big. In fact, it looks kind of like a clutch. But you'd be surprised. I reach my elbow in all the way up to the shoulder and pull out a steak.
Bring your stuff down to the shop. I'll fix that up and get it up to the happy standard as soon as I can.
Boris, I'm looking forward to making your acquaintance in your shop and learning much about your butchery soon. But first, Speaker, I understand there was a reward.
Absolutely, there was, and she already has that bag of gold there. He's very happy to distribute that, and
Bag?
someone a human, obviously taller than her, but she still overshadows him, comes up with a piece of paper and a scroll. Little kids tied up a little bit.
I'm sorry, Chris. You said bag. I think you meant sack.
Why would I say sack?
Because it's so big, that much. No.
What are we talking
Tell me
about?
for more gold.
Oh, yeah.
I
I missed that. Just imagine I missed that every time.
What is this scroll thing you are holding?
Is it now when we sign over the ramshackle? Is everybody signing in? Who's taking control of the property?
Being as I am something of a traveler and not native to these parts, it would not be appropriate for me to be taking title to a property of this nature. I turn to shit names.
Yep, that happens.
I turn to Braden and Fenrir since Braden and Nazi since Fenrir is off somewhere else. Which one of you should be signing onto this lease?
Okay, but can you imagine me with an N? I don't think anyone would come to it.
I don't
Raven,
think you'd
you're
ever
up.
hurt for workers, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, there is this.
I've always wanted an N since
Have you
yesterday.
really?
Since yesterday.
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, the porch is big enough for there to be a decent table, and there's no reason to take it inside. He just rolls it out right there. Whoever wants to sign on the property is welcome to do so amongst the four of you, and whoever doesn't want to, that's fine too.
I will be happily signing with you, Braden, but I would please understand that I'm being nothing more than a silent partner. Yeah, I know this is hard to imagine for me, but still.
That's fine. I have
I'll
no
be a
idea what I'm
silent
doing.
partner.
This will be fantastic.
I sign my name with a full John Hancock. See, that's my American reference for the day.
Azzy signs as well, and she has very small, very precise handwriting.
Braden looks at the sheet of paper for a minute,
Okay.
having never actually had to give a signature before. So he just takes 3 of his fingers in ink, dips them in, and just slaps them on the paper.
Okay.
Fenrir's signature is very large. And then there's a dash that just says security. Because he wasn't sure if he was supposed to put what his role is.
That works. So legally in Lonelywood, your name is Fenrir Security. Got it?
I heard.
Like, okay. And that's all said
I
and
don't
done.
think anyone would argue with it.
He folds it back. He folds it back up and rolls it back up and then leaves it on the table to see who takes it because his job. I won't be able to change the printed slapped on ramshackle like on the map easily. I mean, I could Photoshop it out. But you guys are welcome to rename the place. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. And just pen something in over that, or I love it. Fenrir took
I
care of
can't
it for
change
you.
it 1 second. Scratch.
Fenrir will take care of it for you. Don't worry about it. That's awesome.
Returned.
Hello. I have added 100 gold to the party sheet.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
And you guys have the deed to the ramshackle, which you are welcome to rename. And I think Fenrir already scratched off the ramshackle on the map.
I did. I didn't name it. I just scratched it off the map.
So what are we calling this? The Prancing Vixen? The Fluffy Fox?
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. Was that racist? I apologize.
Incredibly, but neither of those are terrible.
No,
I
right.
can very much think on how we should be naming our new premises and abode. And in my much experience of traveling over many lands, I've seen many name changes. I've seen successful name changes and unsuccessful name changes. From my
I say we
experience,
just call it the shithole.
from my experience, a successful name change is one that changes the name, but only in a small way with a deeper meaning. Thus, I propose we call the Ramshackle the Ram and Shackle.
That's not bad. Although I feel like if we want to lure people to our inn, we want to make it something like sultry, you know?
Like the shithole.
No, you.
You find shithole sultry?
Yeah,
I don't know what sultry means.
Yeah, that's good.
That's fair.
This explains a great deal.
It really does.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, you guys should have saw that coming with Fender.
I've seen a lot of kinks, and like I don't judge, but
If I can be suggesting the Ram and the Shackle with a bit of ramming and a bit of shackling. There's a little bit of suggestivity in there as well.
As he cackles. Well, Brayden, you're the main owner of the inn. I like the ramen shackle. But really, it's up to you.
There could be some investigating
requires
or
a
looking
great-
around, or however you'd like to do. But your first inkling is this is what it looked like before. That table doesn't have stuff on it. Some of those benches are they're flipped over and on the table, the little stools and all that. The cupboards are the cupboards and the shelves are bare. But yeah, this, I'm gonna say this door is open because you guys can see what's in there. But after that, you don't know what's going on.
I absolutely take my time to do a very, very thorough taking 20 search of the inn.
Okay.
I'm
Same.
just gonna walk up to some of the kegs and knock on them, see if anything's in them.
Roll percentile for me, Phil. And that happens like immediately. Where Reza, what you're doing is going to take some time.
Yep.
I'd like to
I'm
know
on
like
fire.
in what order you're looking. These stairs go up, and this is an area into a storage place where you don't even know that door exists yet until you go in there, and then that
What door?
door is there.
Yeah, I'm starting downstairs, doing all downstairs, then going upstairs. If it's a basement, I do the basement last.
Azzy will do the basement first and work in the reverse order.
Okay.
Brayden sits down in the exact middle of the building, as best as he can find it, and sets up a circle of exactly 9 fires around him using candles. And it looks like he's performing some kind of ritual. He's not actually performing a ritual, it's more of a spiritual thing. Part of his belief is that every place will tell you what it's supposed to be. And he's listening.
Ooh.
I love it. I will definitely get back to that. Fenrir, what were you doing again?
Knocking on some of the kegs to
Right,
see
and
if
then
any
that's what the roll
alcohol's
was
there.
for. Yeah, so you come back here, and this barrel here is about half full. It's got good meat in it. You can only imagine how old it is or if it's any good, but it's there. And there are some wooden mugs that are not clean, not horribly dirty. You don't really know, but if you wanted to get involved in any of that, there's a little bit going on there.
I'm
Avitus,
just
did you
gonna
go
grab.
upstairs? Sorry.
I'm just gonna grab the barrel, lift it up, and just start drinking it.
Okay. Good mead is it's an alcohol, but it's got a sweetness to it. You can taste the honey like almost immediately. You have no idea how long it's been there though. It tastes sweet. Avitus, did you go upstairs?
Once I've finished searching downstairs, then yes.
No, you're not there yet. And Azzy, you went right for the basement?
Yep.
You're gonna make you're gonna well the only area you see is up, which you're not interested in, so you see this door here. That door opens just fine. You end up in this area, and that is where you find a door that is closed, and you haven't found the basement yet, if it exists.
I will try to open the door.
Who's got the key?
Probably Brayden? Question marks.
Could be Azzy. Make it simple.
Azzy probably wouldn't have taken the key though.
Okay.
So she'll go back and grab the key from Brayden, go back to the door, and try to open it again.
Okay. Yep, sure enough, couple of boxes of probably emptiness and stairs going down.
As you'll check the boxes, you never know what you might find.
Avitus, you're still looking around the area here. The only part you're not, unless you get in his way, is really looking into this area because that's where Fenrir is. You're welcome to search where he is. If not, that's fine. But you said it was taking so long that while these guys are plop on the floor, walking to the other room, you're like under the table.
Is that a rug, Chris?
Sure.
I look under the rug.
Okay. Braden's sitting on it.
Braden, if you would be minding, please moving just aside one brief moment.
Candles.
You're on mute,
Brayden
Zach.
holds.
Oh, no. Okay, I can hear you.
Brayden holds up a finger, shushing you. He is absolutely not moving.
I'll come back to it.
Yeah, so I figured. I just wanted to have that moment.
Mhm.
And Azzy, you head down into the basement. No, I'm just kidding.
And you find a portal to Avernus.
Haha.
As he's like, yay!
It was only a matter of time.
So you see wooden boxes and crates all over the place.
Is there another map somewhere?
Oh, just zoom out. Look down.
Zoom out. Let's see.
Look down, don't walk.
Don't look 'em in the eye. Whoop. I will check all of the boxes.
Okay, you'll be a while.
Yes, I will.
The little landing, and then you head up into the hallway here, Raz.
Mm-hmm.
And you can. I kind of like this map because it just shows the shadow of what's right here. So that's all that is. The same spot.
Okay, I start with the door on my left, and then the next door on my left, and then the last door on my left.
These doors are locked. The lock doesn't look complicated.
No, I'm not too sure that I'm sufficiently good at this, but it's always worth a try. Sleight of hand to pick it?
Are you proficient with these tools? Do you have these tools?
No to both of those.
You can't pick the lock without the tools necessary. Unless you break the door. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to break the door. It's my inn. I go downstairs. Anyone have a key?
Actually-
have a key?
And that's when you realize, Fenrir, there's a few keys sitting over here on a shelf.
I grab all the keys and walk back upstairs, try all
Okay.
three of them so I can open the door.
Fenrir, you're welcome to point at them while you've got this barrel over your head. Timing.
He's a little distracted.
That's all Fenrir does is just point to the keys.
Yep.
Okay, I grab the keys and go door opening.
There's some rooms. It wasn't in.
Anything interesting in the rooms as I search through them?
Not really. It's surprising that the beds are in any good condition. Whoever left this place didn't sell the beds first or whatever. The mattresses are still there. They're all right. They might need to be flipped. The sheets are clean. Ish. They have a layer of dust on them, but they're not filthy. I don't know.
I go up to the next floor.
What happened?
I go up to the next floor.
No, that's it. There isn't another floor.
Our entire inn has 3 bedrooms.
That's what I got. Lonelywood has a population of about 100. It's a small place.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm exhausted and I'm out of spell slots. Realizing that I should probably.
Which just put yourself in whatever room you want to put yourself in.
Yep.
Azzy, what's your next move?
Am I
searching-
finished searching the boxes?
Investigation check, please, of course.
Mhm.
Investigation check, please.
Yes.
Most of the boxes, the lids, you'd need like a crowbar, but you don't. When you're the ones you're able to move, you don't really hear anything. Like maybe one thing rolling around inside. Nothing spectacular there. Some of the barrels seem either empty or yeah. There's not
Well, not
much in
empty.
here.
Okay. What about this door-looking thing near the back?
That door right there.
Yeah.
That's a door.
Oh.
I'm gonna go open the door.
Be my guest. It does have a locking mechanism, but it's not locked.
Okay. As he opens the door. Can I see the next door over the boxes?
Well, if you saw it, you can see it. It is over those
Okay.
boxes, though.
Realizing that she has weak mage arms and a strength of 8, and Fenrir should probably be the one opening these boxes, as he's going to very carefully try to find a way around the boxes, maybe going toward the back here, trying to find some of the smaller looking ones and just kind of nudge them out of the way in a way that hopefully won't tip or break anything.
You build yourself a road, like a little path.
Yeah, like a little path.
It's gonna take some time. Fenrir,
Okay.
anything new going on? Or are you just like religiously taking out that barrel? Phil? You're not there, are you?
No, I'm not. But yeah,
There you
just
go.
drinking the barrel.
Okay. You get a pretty good understanding of the back of the bar. There's areas down here. There's stuff up for there. Glasses, cups. Nothing looking too special. Sorry. When you get to that door, it is locked. It looks a little different than the other doors too. Most of these were all wooden doors. This one has like a steel piece along the side.
A steel piece along the side, like an extra lock or a deadbolt?
It might just be for design or reinforcement.
Okay. Does my key work in the store?
Nope.
In that case, I'm going to go up to the first floor and see if there are any more keys.
Okay. And then we get to Braden. I need a charisma religion check, sir. Now, did I make one for you
Charisma
yet?
religion.
Have I ever made one of those for you? Probably not.
No.
All right, so are you proficient in religion? You are not. Okay, so basically roll your religion check and add one more. Your charisma is +1 over your intelligence. So I'm looking for a d20 +2.
Okay. I'll just add one in the end.
Mhm.
10.
So your
Wow.
seance is average, but you had a seance. It's pretty cool. What were you trying to connect to?
So I'm trying to connect to the spirit of the building, the threshold, the gathered life force, the story, the history of what this was and will be.
Okay.
What
Ooh.
does the building itself want to be?
You get a sense that overall there's a healthy aura. There has been growth and fellowship, but there is some tragedy. Something really bad happened, and then everything just stopped, and it was lonely. But there's an
Tragedy.
excitement because there is now communication. There is now something to do. So, does all that make sense?
Yes.
But with a 10, you don't get more detail than that. Yeah.
Understood.
So now there is hope. You all. So that's your first piece. How do I want to word the next part? So that you get like a history with that, like from beginning to end, everything it's ever felt in like one whoosh. So you feel the hope, and then there is a sense of subtlety. A joy in secrecy.
Ooh.
Subterfuge. That's it.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yep, that's it.
Brayden hops up after how long was that?
An hour. At this point, everyone's had an hour.
Beautiful. The the inn's name is the Hopeful Dagger.
The Hopeful Dagger.
Yep, it shows.
But the people in this town probably don't want to be outed as assassins, right? That doesn't
They
feel
all
like
know.
very. But we want a welcoming. All right, it's your end. I don't care.
You eat
Assassins
with the
also
dagger
aren't
too.
usually helpful, so
The Hopeful
No one's
Dagger it
gonna know.
is.
Listen, this is what the inn told me. You can't argue with the inn itself.
I wasn't arguing with you. I was saying no one's going to know if we name it that this town's full of assassins.
In fact, I think that it's going to be an inn joke. It's inn.
Oh my god, that was good. Zach, look at you. At this point, all 4 members of the party have already been awarded inspiration. I'm just laughing.
That would be another good name for it is the inn joke, but no, it already spoke. And for some reason, it has a weird P and a weird R that are randomly capitalized.
You can
Oh no,
change it if
that's
you
what
want.
it said.
You can change it if you want. That's fine.
How do I change that?
Just tell me. I don't know. You might not be able to type in there. Just tell me what you want it to be.
Oh,
I
just-
thought it looked cool. I just realized that I had this clicked, so you guys never saw the RAM and shackle. I changed it already once. I'm like, oh, they don't even see it. Right.
Where's everyone?
I'm
That's where
asleep.
they are.
I'm fast
As he
asleep.
is just now coming into the room as you finish your seance. Fenrir's behind the bar.
Yeah, looking
He's
for
been-
more booze.
He's been drinking an entire barrel of mead over the course of an hour. That is incredible.
No, he hasn't finished. At this point, I think he's got a big mug of some, like the best mug you could find, maybe.
You mean
Oh no,
that?
I'm chugging straight from the barrel.
I was hoping that wasn't the case. Okay. Your arms are getting tired. You want to put it down?
Yeah, now it's a challenge. Roll.
It's getting there. But yeah, that's as he walks into the room as you finish your seance, and you look over, and Fenrir's over there with a barrel, not a mug, but a barrel, on the counter, and you don't know where Avitus is because, actually you could make a perception check if you wanted to put that.
It wouldn't be very hard. It's pretty loud.
Sure, I'll take a perception check to
I meant
see
Braden.
where Avitus is.
Oh no,
That-
Braden's not perceptive when he does things like this.
No, make a perception check, Braden.
Right now, Braden.
As you wouldn't be able to do it.
Mhm.
Avitus is upstairs lying in a bed. You're sure of it. You don't know what the bedroom looks like. You're not sure how, but you know where he is in relevance to
Ooh.
the inn.
That's
He's
Ho,
cool.
ho, ho. Very nice.
I'm tired. Would I?
It's been
So
an
has-
intense day.
Has Ezzy said anything about the locked door
I
downstairs?
think she's about to. Like the scene
Yeah,
is
I'm
beginning.
about to.
You just take a deep
Um,
breath after the seance and go, that's where Ezzy is, that's where Fender is, that's where, yeah.
So as he looks over, sees Fenra, sighs, and is like, Fenra, I really need help when you have a moment, when you're done with your barrel or whatever. There's a bunch of boxes downstairs I can't get into because weak mage arms.
I just hold up my pointer finger and go back to chugging.
Take your time. It's our end. We can wait. There's also a door that I can't get into. Are there any other keys?
I
Brayden, you're a rogue, right?
am.
I don't know. You seem like one. Can you pick locks?
DM, quick question.
Yes.
At some point, I vaguely remember you saying that we had picked up a set of thieves' tools. I think it was off of one of the
dwarves, I
one of the
think, yeah.
bandits. Yeah, I think it was one of the dwarves, but I'm not seeing them anywhere.
I don't see them there either. What's that about?
Is that a you guys don't have them, or is that a?
No,
there's
I just added them
issue?
to your character sheet. My apologies.
Oh,
They should have been
cool.
there. I don't know. I make mistakes.
It's all good.
Yeah, you've got 'em. I know. I
Braden-
know you've got them. I know you've got them. I don't remember. Yeah. Good.
Braden follows Azzy and hops over the boxes and gets to work.
Okay.
He's gonna pick
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
sleight of hand.
Yes. You might have. Do you have the thieves tool skill, or how's it work? You are not proficient in sleight of hand, but you are
Neat.
proficient in thieves tools. So you're in that rare spot that some rogues are in. Why? Oh, here we go. Okay. Where I have to make that for you. Be right with you. Every once in a while, someone's proficient with these tools, but they're not proficient with sleight of hand. You are in that boat, so there you go.
Yay. You said still with advantage?
Yes, you have advantage. Click.
Nice.
And we open the
Like
door.
he's been doing it for years.
When you come into this room, you see a more neated area. There's a lot less dust in here. The temperature goes down just a little bit, and you see a desk with a chair, and then there's a couple other boxes and such. One of which has a bunch of papers in it, like it's a bookcase, and there's individual papers just kind of stacked. Over in, you know what? Don't make me say exactly what's in everything so that I can add things to it later. But there's useful things in the room.
Useful things, TM.
We'll get there. But yeah, the desk, there is a cup on the desk positioned just so, and I'm gonna say there's something over here giving off just a little bit of light, but the light only makes it out from, I want to like say about that far, so it didn't get creeping under the door.
I'm going to go check out the light.
And
So the way that you've revealed the fog of war, it kind of looks like there's a wall there with a door. Was that intentional, or is that just black space?
I don't know what you're talking about, except I know exactly what you're talking about. You are
Oh.
10 feet away from that question.
Okay. I'm going to go check out the light.
Okay. You can make an Arcana check, but you've got Azzy with you. Azzy, do you enter the room?
Yeah, and Ozzy would check out the light source. It's probably something magical.
You can both make an Arcana check, Azzy. You're probably going to get this. Don't make me bite on that, please. Yeah, you're fine. Both of you realize there's just a continual light spell on a small sconce, but there's no actual candle in it. And that light is giving off just... Now, Azzy, you see enough light where you'd wonder why someone would want to work at a desk with not enough light. Braden, you see a shadowy room perfect for hiding in shadows if you needed to. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Being a wizard, you'd find a highly lit area and be able to see everything you're doing. Braden, you wouldn't mind having a place to hide if you needed one. So.
Yep,
And
makes perfect sense.
this is more designed for the kind of person that would need a place to hide if necessary. But yeah, that's a continual light. Yeah, that's where we go. Yeah, there's a wall there, probably.
So I'm checking in the dark corners now. That's where I was going with that.
Yep.
While he does that, Ozzy's going to look through
While
the pile
he
of
does
papers.
that, was that intentional? While he does that, does that?
No, but that's great.
Did you mean to say that? I think you said that. All right, go ahead. What were you saying, Azzy?
I'm looking through the papers.
The papers are each one of them has the top is as a name. They're in alphabetical order, and then there's other names or information associated with them.
No.
Some of these are as simple as a name of a town somewhere along the Sword Coast. Others are, I mean, unless you start to focus, you can't really get a pattern, but you probably have the equivalent of files on people. But I need you to make a intelligence investigation check as you look in there. Bye, Azzy. There you are. You're back.
Hello.
And Braden, I need a perception check from you, please.
Do you say investigation or
Yes, please.
intelligence?
An intelligence investigation check. Yeah. Bam.
Yay.
Bam. Great, you guys are killing it. Braden, help yourself. Azzy, help yourself. Azzy, as you look in here, you realize that this isn't limited to the people in Lonelywood. There are names here that live in Brenshannon. There are names here that live on other areas in 10 towns. And some of them are connected. Like there's a reference at the bottom of one page, and if you look for that page, you find that reference and other references. Like if someone wanted to begin just the beginnings of putting a large string together to figure out, like a web of information. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on there.
How old do these papers look? Is there a thin layer of dust on them?
Yeah, you've seen like ancient tomes. We're not talking that. This is like 3-4 years maybe.
Okay. I wonder why someone would leave their notes behind.
Braden's not even in the same room as you anymore.
You're talking to yourself, if you're talking at all.
Nah, probably not the first time.
There's one box. There's one box in here, Braden. On it, there's fresh wax from a light source or candle. As in, like, it was probably within the last few days, not like 2-3 years ago, but not wet right now.
I'm going to pop it. What exactly did I walk through?
I'm gonna say there's a secret door here.
Okay. Gotcha.
And yeah.
I'm gonna open the letter.
I didn't say there was a letter. There was a candle there and it dripped wax.
Oh.
I realized you saw wax. You thought seal. No, I'm not there.
I thought that too. Have to admit.
Yep. Sorry. Someone used a candle in here like 2 days ago.
Unacceptable.
You already know that the merchants that you guys were tracking were squatting in here a couple days ago. So
I'm going to check the wall too, because I already found one.
You don't need to make a roll. You see a very similar door again.
Let's check it. What's all this then?
Thank you, police officer.
These bedrolls look undisturbed anytime recently.
Search the room, see if there's anything worthwhile in here.
All right, make an investigation check.
I suck at these.
Bam!
I'm great at these.
There we go.
This one is the one in the best condition. You come to conclude that whoever was hiding out in here, the leader was there. But there's nothing really of worth to report, unfortunately. I want to give you something for the natural 20, but there's nothing in here. You're able to put together that this is an excellent hidey hole. This is a great place to hide people or yourself if necessary.
No, it's not.
Why not?
It's a den.
It's a what?
It's a den.
It's a den? Oh, it's a den.
This is my room.
That's a den.
It's my room.
That's a den. My apologies.
It's his house. He does what he wants.
It's a den. Fenra, anything I need to know?
Have I finished my barrel yet?
No, it's a barrel. I mean, do you
Yeah,
want to
still
finish
chugging.
by now? You can finish by now if you wanted to. If you set your heart at it, you could finish it by now. I didn't know you.
Oh yeah, I was aiming to finish it.
Okay, it's done.
Cool.
You can do anything if you believe.
Yeah, I mean, if that was the goal, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's absolutely. I thought you meant like, is it gone already? No, you could have definitely mean that.
Ha.
Sorry.
I figured you were gonna make one of those for me.
It tastes great. Apparently, this good mead stuff just isn't very strong. It's good.
Yeah, Yeah, there's a garbage fucking bag.
You got it, Buzz. You're all right, but you're
I'll
not.
start knocking on other kegs.
Nothing else here, but you heard Azzy say something about barrels down the cellar.
I'll make my way to the cellar.
You're welcome to.
Braden's going to crack the hidden door just enough so that he can see Azzy. Wait until she is extra distracted, and then jump out and scare the shit out of her.
Copy that.
What role would that be? Intimidation?
I was just gonna
You
give
mean
it.
there is a skill thing to go bump him a night?
He needs. You could. Braden needs to make a stealth check, up against your insight or perception. And
Okay.
I wasn't really worried about it. You're welcome to make a perception check. Yeah, he succeeds. Like I wasn't even gonna bother rolling. I don't know.
I don't know why that
you're-
rolled twice. It's all
I'm,
good.
I'm taking the first one. Sorry.
Yep, no worries. You succeed. She's deep into her papers, kind of muttering to herself. At one point, she kind of glances up, and you jump out of the shadows. She kind of like reels back and throws the papers into the air.
Oh no.
And she's like, "So that's what fear feels like.
Huh.
I mean,
Man, I haven't been scared in a while. That was exhilarating."
what? Braden does not share the information about Braden's new room.
I know. I already blanked it off the map.
Yep.
The way you entered
Hey.
the room, she never noticed you were gone.
Oh no, she had no idea. Braden, come look at these papers. It's files on people.
Yeah, Braden's gonna care about that, I'm sure.
I thought about it because Braden's a rogue, and rogues would find that stuff interesting.
Mhm.
But he's also a dumb shit fox, so he's just going to walk by.
First of all, 12 is more than average, and the wisdom of 15 puts it over the top. But you can do what you want. I was just like, he
Black
probably
man?
doesn't care.
He's smart in other ways.
You're smart enough to realize that somebody else cared a lot about this paperwork.
Huh? Well, I care about blackmail. So Azzy's going to gather up all the papers, and she's going to take some time later to examine
There
them all.
is a lot.
So hold up.
Like this is where they go. You're welcome to move them, but this is where they go. And you have that feeling.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
You said blackmail.
yes, she did.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, now Braden's interested.
Well done. Well done. Is that an achievement?
The end, we win.